Hey everybody, finally back to make another video. Sorry for the delay, it's been a couple months I think. Not a vlog, so I'm not going to get into it all. But with the holidays, had some car trouble, had to get a different car. Been sick the last 2 weeks with sore throat, cold, but we're back. Keith here with KS Explorers. I don't know if you can tell what's behind me. Springhill Cemetery. We're going to go investigate the woods behind this place, see if we can find that kKk slaughterhouse shed, and see if anything else pops up in these woods. You ready to hit it? Let's go explore. Alright, so we're at the Springhill Cemetery like I just did the intro. I think it's like January 3rd, 4th, I don't know. Sun's in and out, so it's really quiet and peaceful here. Everyone remembers this place. There's a lot of activity that goes on during the night. Let's go see if we can find anything in these woods back here. Maybe during the day. See what happens. You guys ready to go? And we're going. Seems like this is kind of a trail, so who knows what we're going to find out here. This is definitely a padded down trail. Don't know if it's from people or animals, but this is crazy, man. We're not even 10 feet from the cemetery. What do you make out of that? It's crazy, man. I'm telling you, this place just puts off an eerie vibe. Venture further in. It's clearing up here, so from what I've been told by local sources is these are the power lines that access power to the cemetery. So this is kind of an access road. It's been here forever. So there might be something down this road. Maybe they used it back in the day. I mean, look. That looks like part of a car. And how does that get back here? If you wander, see something over here in the woods. Looks kind of like maybe evidence of people staying here at one point. I mean, furniture. It's an old mattress over there, right next to an orange tree. So, just remind you, when you do these explores, even during the daytime, there's still a risk you take. You might run into somebody. And if someone's out here, could just be down on their luck, being homeless, or they could just be, you never know what they could be. They could be on something, you know? So you just gotta kind of watch yourself. You should really do these with people, with other guys with you, but hey, sometimes you just go savage style and do it by yourself. Alright, so see, this is the access road for the power lines. That's a big cleared field. But this looks more like somebody would have, the utility company ventured down here. So let's take a walk over here, see what we can find. If there's any openings. I mean, this cemetery is just surrounded by acres and acres of woods. So, I mean, who knows where this shed, if it's still even here, could be anywhere in here. You know, you'd think it'd be close. You know, if you guys hear any strange noises, maybe see any shadow figures or see anything, drop a comment below. I do see something. We'll try and get up in there. Okay, now we're going exploring. Let's go see what this is. So this is up in the woods off that road. There's a utility pole here. The old sign on it. Or something. And the strange thing out here, I don't know if you guys know anything about orange trees. There's orange trees everywhere in here. I mean, do they just grow wild? I thought you kind of had to plant them and they regrow from themselves. But see, here's an orange tree. So why would there be, there's another, one's over there. There's one's right in front of us. So if someone's planted those, then that's a good sign that there was life here at one point. Civilization. Okay, just gotta remember where I came from. Don't want to get lost in here. Just kind of looking for anything that might resemble a little building. Hopefully there's something out here that, even though it's even though it was meant for bad, it's still a part of history, and it'd be neat to find. I mean, look, there's just orange trees everywhere. From what I also understand is, like, pine trees don't really grow in the wild. They have to be planted. I thought, not pine, just whoa, holy, see, this is what you gotta watch out for. Look at this dude. We'll go this way. If I said pine trees, I meant palm trees. They don't normally, from what I understand, don't normally grow wild. Yeah, and there's one over there. But look, man, these are just orange trees. Unless this was like an orange grove. But I came further in, and I don't know if you can see way off in the distance, there's the white fence of the cemetery. So, still got the cemetery in sight. I mean, it's not too far away. And there's another palm tree. No signs of like anything out here except woods. And this is why that cemetery is so scary. It's just surrounded by woods. Why do you hear so many noises and so much activity at night if it's just surrounded by woods? And orange trees. Let's go further deeper in because there's some bigger trees back here. The pine trees. Pine trees are kind of placed, if you can tell, see how they're placed in a row? That's weird too. I mean, they're pretty big pine trees. But then you get back here and the pine trees stop and you get these bigger, I'm not a tree person, but bigger trees. And it gets more foresty. Can't tell if that's tree bark. I don't think so. That's some kind of material. Now we're getting on some. Look here's some bottles, and then here's like a carpet. Oh, look at it. Check it out. This is a trail. Let's go up this trail and see what's up here. Now this is getting off to the left here. It's real thick with trees. Look, there's a dump. Garbage. Bucket. The stack of wood is cut. There's a fence here. We're getting on to something now, see? Hey, there's like a wire fence. Right there. But it's like just between. Okay, it goes up to this tree. It looks like they wrapped it around that tree, and that's where it started or ended. Alright, there's some truth to this history of the cemetery out here. And then you got these bushes, you know, get the hitchhikers on you. Be covered in them. See, and that fence is still here. It's on the ground. Kind of looks like maybe a road path that way. And look at this, guys. It comes into a clearing. Got this thing here. What that is. Cool old jar. Now, this is strange. Some of you older people will remember what this is. Look at this. Check this out. It's one of them things you put the shapes in. Here's Posner Bergamot Conditioner and Hair Groomer. That's pretty wild, man. Look at this. This is a tire. It's a rim. That's like a makeshift fire pit. That's been there for a while. Some weird stuff out here for trash. What is it? Some kind of liqueur. I wish I had the means to pick all this stuff up, but there's so many bottles and so much out here. This is just the weirdest place because there's some really big old trees, and then that kind of looks like a path. Guarantee there was something out here at one point in time, but it's probably gone now. Let's kind of venture this way a bit, because I guarantee this looks like it used to be a path for a car or four-wheeler or ATV or something. Sorry, I scratched my face. Mosquitoes are a little bad. But see, like that palm tree there, from what I understand, those don't grow in them. Just there. Someone's got to plant them. See, now this path kind of ends. A lot more trash over here. And there's another traditional barbed wire fence. It's a coffee pot. That's crazy. Man, cans everywhere. I mean, I don't know how far, if they had a slaughterhouse shed, they'd put it from the cemetery, but I mean, we're a good distance from it. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if you'd want it far away. I mean, that cemetery's been there a long time. I mean, look at all these buckets and just paint cans. I mean, like, this is kind of evidence of stuff you'd put in a normal shed. Unless someone's out here doing stuff they're not supposed to. I'm not into all that, but this is brake part cleaner. Latex stain. Well, sorry about that. You get to investigating stuff and walking, you don't notice the camera turned off. I don't know how long ago it turned off, but I was showing there's a bunch of brakes part cleaner, like over in this pile of trash. Aerosol cans, a lot of oil cans, and plastic buckets. But I mean, the trash just goes and goes. I don't know why there's so much plastic trash out here. But that's real thick there. And I was also saying I'm a pretty good ways away from the cemetery. So, I mean, I don't know how far you would go with the shed. There's some thick stuff, man. It's viney. Okay, that's a no-go that way, so let's back up. Go this way. Some weird sandy patches over here. Well, let me check something here. Okay, as you can kind of see on my map, the green part is the cemetery and the blue dot is where I'm at. So I'm a good ways. There's that electric service road there. Which we're going to head back towards that road this way and walk that road back to the cemetery. So this little part of the woods, I can say we've explored, and we found the fence and a bunch of trash, so can rule out the shed. No, then we can't rule it out that it was here. It may be gone and destroyed by now. I'm being quiet because coming from that cemetery, I swear I can hear voices. Alright, let's continue on. See, and then there's some kind of rug there. So, I mean, there was something out here at one point in time. You don't get these big trees and this clearing for no reason. Now it looks like I'm coming up on another path that would be used for cars or trucks. I mean, what do you think? Comment below what you think this would be used for. We're going to venture into the woods again. I mean, now there's tires. See, then there's like this giant tree and then the palm tree behind it. So there was civilization out here at one point in time. Just wish we could find a clue as to what. Like, give me a little building, a foundation. See, then there's another path there. This looks like an animal path. And then there's a path kind of there and a clearing. Man, you could just walk for hours in this woods and you may never find anything. I mean, look at this, buried here. A hose. Comment why you think there's a hose out here. Alright, well, let's backtrack up to this electric road. I'll pull up my maps again, and I'm going to drop a pin. Okay, it's right there. If you look closely too, there looks like another road path there. Well, so far it's kind of a fail. I mean, we did find evidence of stuff, but I hope you enjoy this video and the look into the deep woods of Springhill Cemetery. Who knows if this shed was an urban legend or if it was actually true. I mean, it's evident that there's somebody was out here at one point in time because of the trash and the fence and these paths. Alright, I'm gonna turn the camera off real quick just to walk this part of the path because it's just trees right now. See you in a little bit. Alright, well, I made it back into the cemetery. That last bit of path to the electric path road It's pretty much uneventful. So that part of the woods, which is over there, like from there across to there, is a fail for the shed, unless it was in one of them clearings where all the trash was and it's now gone. That's also a possibility. Thought I'd just come back here and take you and show the little girl's grave, we guess, which now we found a second one. Show you how much stuff has been added. It's kind of neat. People are coming out here paying respects. It's almost time for a clean out, so one day I'll come back and clean it all up again. Much love to this little girl. Rest in peace, little girl or boy or whatever. I mean, the first stone we found, Centauria, we thought was a girl with all the dolls, and then we found this one. Someone discovered that stone. So maybe we'll have to come back out. When you satellite view this place, there's the grove of pine trees over in that corner. That's why I started there, because I figured, well, maybe it was there. I mean, over here it's really thick with trees and undergrowth, but maybe it could have been this way. I guess we'll have to come back out and explore the woods behind Springhill Cemetery once again. So this video's not over yet. I'm going to go hit the corner over there and kind of just take a peek with you, show you that corner. But this side of the cemetery is where they say they hear a lot of activity at night. So if there was a slaughter shed, there would definitely be more paranormal activity around it. And if there's more activity on this side, it could be over here. I'm dressed pretty good for wandering in the woods, but if we're going to go this way, we're going to need gloves, hiking boots, a thicker shirt. Look at my nice shoes, see? We'll get the fun of picking all of them off. But actually, well, I was going to drive the car down, but we're halfway down there anyways. I mean, the main road is that way. Ooh, a little bit. I mean, not a little bit, you know, maybe a quarter mile. So, I mean, who knows what people think. You know, and then the rumor of hanging the slaves on the trees, you know, was it this big tree? Was it one of those two big trees? There's big trees way back there. So, I mean, I don't know. I'm also trying to pick all these little weed things off my shirt as I walk. So the camera might be bouncy, sorry. You know, but modern day, that's the only entrance and exit to this place, so. Could there have been more than one entrance and exit in the past? Sure. Alright, but this was another, this is where them pine trees that are planted like in rows come up to. And there's also, you know, a clearing right here on the other side of the fence, so you know, and in the past, this cemetery might not have been bordered by a fence. It might have just been all open. If there's any spirits that want to talk through the camera, go ahead. Maybe give me a sign that there was a shed. But as you can see, like this side of the cemetery, the woods are not as thick. So that's why you would kind of believe that maybe there'd be something over here. Of course, it could all just be urban legend and folklore. So we'll just have to keep wondering. Maybe go explore some more. Alright, hope you enjoyed the video. Wanted to wish everyone a happy New Year's. Thank you all for watching and subscribing. Hopefully I'll be able to bring you more videos. Got my car problem fixed. Still a little under the weather right now. Work's real hectic, so see what I can do. But stay tuned. Click that like button. Tell your friends. Subscribe to my channel. We'll see you on the next adventure. Stay awesome.